All right, guys. Today we're drawing Batman the Devastator. This is another one of the. This is another character out of Batman Metal. It's freaking awesome. Like I don't. I love that. I love that when they did Batman Metal, like they're doing a character for each member of the Justice League, basically, and and we all have our favorite characters, and my favorite character is Superman. So when you mix an evil Batman with Superman, what do you get? You get the Devastator. Like every version of every Batman in this, every alternate version of Batman killed a member of the Justice League, but and then they took over a persona, and I this one's my favorite. I love the Red Death. The Red Death was cool. Dawnbreaker was cool. Like they were all the Batman Who Laughs is cool. Like the Batman Who Laughs is crazy cool. But this one was my favorite because Superman's my favorite. That's a stupid way to put it, but it's true. Super and just the idea that Batman would go to such lengths because the alternate versions of Batman are basically his nightmares, like his nightmare scenarios. Like what would he have to do to kill the Justice League, to kill these specific characters? And this one, he was playing with a mixture of the Doomsday virus, which is awesome. Like he was fighting Superman and like he's taking everybody out, and then he injects himself with the Doomsday virus, and he beats the crap out of Superman. How crazy is that? Like, and then not only does, except he's sad. He's sad because he can't save the world from the Superman that he's fighting. So, what he does is he goes up to the regular world and he just starts turning, to him, he's saving people by turning them into Doomsday. How twisted is that? Like, he's turning them into Doomsday and he thinks that's just like a cool thing to do. Like, yeah, now everybody's strong. And there's a heartbreaking moment in the comic for me when, because he infects Lois. Lois was the carrier. He makes Lois the carrier. That's twisted. Like, and there's this moment where they've created in their apartment in Metropolis, Lois and Superman, they've made it a safe room. Like they can make it a safe room for Jonathan. Like you can tell it's mostly for Jonathan. They did it because of Jonathan, or maybe Clark did it for Superman or for Lois. Anyway, and like there's a moment where she's getting the safe room ready, and like Jonathan is ready to go out there and like fight him. It's like somebody's got to do it, and she is like, "We're getting this ready. You stay in here." And she's like starting to change. Her hands are changing, and she there's just the heartbreaking moment. There's just a heartbreaking moment when they're on opposite sides of the glass. Everything's locking down, and their hands are on the glass. Like I know that's a moment that's been done to death in like movies and things like that. But for a mother and her son, and it's like Lois and Superboy. Like Superboy is powerless to help basically. And so this one's just crazy to me. Like this I just really enjoy the thing that got me into comics was the death of Superman. I'm old enough that it was the death of Superman that got me into comics because I always loved the characters, the cartoons and stuff like the Super Friends. Super Friends were awesome. Who didn't? Who among us didn't love the Super Friends? Like the Super Friends, that's where I got in. That's where I got in with these guys. Like the idea of and lots of people don't like when you're a kid. You're not cynical. You don't know, like, the adult favorite superhero is Batman, but like you're not cynical yet as a kid, so you love Superman. Like Superman's just like a hero. He's a good guy. He's who you want. Like you want Superman to be your best friend, kinda. Like like he's the guy that you can count on. Like he's a great person. So like I grew up watching this, and you're like, yeah, the Superman's cool. He's the leader, and he's awesome. He's powerful. The Wonder Twins are cool, but they're kind of useless. You know what I mean? Like they're just kind of useless. Like Wonder Twin powers activate. You know, form of sitting at home and chilling because he could have just stayed there. Nobody needs you. Like just stay home. Look at this. Batman became Doomsday, and the Super Friends, like the Wonder Twins, like one of them becomes a bucket of water. It's like a bucket of water. Like Batman's gonna take that bucket of water and wash his private parts, which I hope are still intact as Doomsday. It's like you just take that bucket of water and then he cleans himself with them, and then the guy just wakes up. He's like, "Oh, that was gross." I don't even know which one was the bucket of water, the guy or the girl. They were both pretty. It was like one of them turned into a monkey. It was a monkey, or was there? They just have a monkey friend. Anyway, I don't remember. But that's where I got in. I got in at Super Friends, and then the death of Superman blew me away. He was like, "You can kill them? Nobody can kill Superman." So I had to go out and buy the comic, and I read it like 50,000 times, and I drew the pictures in it, and like I loved it. It's where I started getting more into like comic book drawing. And like it was beautiful. The idea of this powerful killer beast that just shows up and just beats the crap out of Superman. And now Batman's like, well, if he can do it, then I can do it. Because there's like so many in the Batman Who Laughs. He's like, there's so many ways to kill Superman. Like, yeah, but come on. It's like, come on, don't kill him. Come on. But I really enjoyed drawing this, and it took me forever because like you're trying to get every little piece right, everything, like every horn, and the problem with the bones sticking out of his shoulders that I drew is each bone, each spike, like kind of blended into the other spikes, and so you're like, oh, I don't even know which spike I'm shading, kind of. Like it took me a while, and then like I was like texting people who I was drawing it. This took me like a really long time, but it was a lot of fun to draw. And if you guys enjoy watching these drawing videos, I put in a little background to make it colorful. That way it's not boring. But if you guys enjoy this, like and subscribe, and tell your friends, share it. You know, if you enjoy the drawings, and if you don't enjoy the drawings, give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up anyway, because what's it gonna hurt? All right, thanks, guys. Leave in the comments, guys. If y'all want me to draw anything else, any ideas y'all have, like throw them in there, and don't be mean. I have feelings.